Let's go ahead to take number 2 and make some forward progress as the Ohio State Buckeyes have simply not been able to get any rest since they won the national championship due to the world of the transfer portal that they're already facing pressure for their top tier talent. 2 players who are receiving aggressive offers are star freshman wide receiver Jeremiah Smith and fellow wideout Carnell Tate. According to a report from Pete Noakes of On3 Sports, Smith has received a $4.5 million offer. Plus, Carnell Tate gets $1 million plus offer to do the same. It's needless to say that it's been the frustrating part of the NIL market at this point in time. There are no rules prohibiting teams from tampering with their players. So, E, do you feel bad for the national champions, or is it just all a part of the game, like 50 Cent said?
It's all a part of the game. It's all a part of the game. I don't feel bad for the national championship. You national champions. You're a national champion for a reason. I mean, at the end of the day, you went out there and got that talent, and you know how you got that talent. You paid for it. So you think people ain't gonna try to do the same thing? It ain't like you could trade in college football, which pretty soon probably. But it ain't like you could trade. So at the end of the day, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. Now the thing is, what can you do, Ohio State, to keep those players? What can you offer to keep those players? Are you going to budget more and put some stuff on their pot, more money in their pockets? Are you going to promise them more things that probably wasn't promised the first time around? At the end of the day, man, money is going to talk, especially to a freshman who just is on top of the world right now. I mean, to be honest with you, not a lot of guys can say that they were college champions multiple times throughout their career. Most of the people can't say they even made a college championship game. So for them to do that and win in their freshman year, what's next? Is it the money, right? So you got to think, Ohio State. You got to put your best foot forward, and you got to figure out ways to, okay, how can we keep these guys? And if we can't keep these guys, how can we replace these guys? You got the money. You got your checks don't bounce. Trust me, your checks don't bounce. I know it don't. So you might as well go ahead and try to dig into your little piggy bank, pocketbooks, whatever you want to call it, and pull out that Chase card, that black card that Bow Wow had back in the day, and say, listen, this is what we can offer you. Hopefully, jump in the portal, and we can promise you that, we can find another quarterback to get you the ball, man. So this is what you got to do, Ohio State. You got to make sure, because if you're going to compete and win championships, expect your roster to be plucked every single year that you're competing for.
Yeah, man, we talked about it multiple times. This is happening at all levels. This is not just group of 5 schools. This is not just happening to the FCS schools going to FBS schools. This is the Wild Wild West of college football. Until they can put parameters and different things to stop people from backdooring and talking to the offensive coordinator at the kids' high school that they played at, or talking to their agents and representatives, this is going to happen. So every single year, it is free agency. This is the new age of college football. We've said it on this show multiple times. You adapt or die. That's what it is. And I'm not talking about physically for anybody that starts saying that was harsh. I'm talking about phasing yourself out of the college football ranks. I was looking at the Pivot podcast. Shout out to Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and Channing Crowder and those guys over there. Their episode they had with Nick Saban, and he, made it clear that it wasn't about the NIL and all this stuff like that. It was more about the fact that relationships weren't at the forefront of college football anymore. It was more about the money. It wasn't that he didn't feel he could compete with the new age of football, because the brother won a championship during the age of NIL and the transfer portal and all this stuff like that. But the thing is, you have to put your money where your mouth is every single year. And now that you're a national champion, we know you're finna get some bread, some extra money on. Yeah. You 4 pockets full. Little baby might not be using that no more, but I'll use it for him. You 4 pockets full. For certain. Now, is it fair that this tampering is happening? That these guys are literally, I don't even think, 2 weeks removed from the national championship as we're recording this episode. Is it fair? It's not. But as 50 Cent said on Raising Canaan for the theme song, It's all a part of the game. And you got to deal with that. That's what you're going to face every single year. So Ryan Day, the athletic director for Ohio State, the president, the chancellor, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, all of the people involved with Ohio State, y'all need to get together, pass the collection plate around, talk to your collective, and make this happen to make sure that you can keep a generational talent in Jeremiah Smith, because you finna lose Emeka Ibuka. You're probably going to lose Will Howard. Quinshon Judkins is already declared for the draft. Travion Henderson's gone. I think the tight end, G. Scott, declared for the draft. So you're going to lose some pieces. That's a piece that you cannot lose. That's the big piece of chicken. That's the piece that you just don't give up without a fight. So we not feeling bad for them boys over on this end. I know Ryan Day was calling out the NCAA because he was saying that there's no parameters around it and stopping it. But until they put defense around it, you got to play in their backyard. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.